SEC opponent into DeMartin Stadium here on this Thursday night, coming up on Big Ten Plus. Hi, everybody. Matt Merrifield joined alongside Jacob Maurer tonight as Michigan State women's soccer finds themselves at number 4 in the national poll, somewhere they've never been before, Jacob.
And Michigan State can thank their non-conference schedule. They started off with a trip to South Bend, Indiana, where the Spartans beat the Notre Dame Fighting Irish 2-1. Then, on their first game last Thursday against the Arkansas Razorbacks, a top 10 opponent, they drew a 2-2 tie. Then on Sunday, they played the defending MAC champions, a postseason rematch against the Ohio Bobcats, in which they defeated them 3-0. Jeff Hostler mentioned how he wanted a tough non-conference schedule for the Michigan State Spartans to get them ready for that Big Ten season, and even more so, the postseason. Now tonight, we continue along that trend as Michigan State welcomes another SEC opponent, the Ole Miss Rebels.
Yeah, Michigan State also has number 15 Xavier coming up on Sunday as well, so more tough opponents coming for them. But Ole Miss had a tough loss against Memphis last weekend, 2-1. They lost to the number 10 team in the country, but they're battle-tested, and who's going to be a good player to watch from the Rebels?
I like Kayla Kiefer, the freshman for the Ole Miss Rebels. She's had perhaps the best start to anyone in her collegiate career. In her first game, she scored 3 goals. She averages just over 4 shots per game for the Rebels. She's very aggressive. And if anyone's going to score tonight, it's going to be her.
Yeah, a lot of good underclassmen contributing to this Ole Miss team. But for Michigan State, it's a lot of the upperclassmen, including Mackenzie Anthony, who are making a big difference early.
Yeah, Michigan State has a lot of depth on that front line, but Mackenzie Anthony maybe had the best week out of all of them, scoring 2 goals last week, 1 against Ohio and 1 against Arkansas. She does a great job creating space in the front and setting up opportunities for herself and even so her teammates. She will definitely be a player to watch out for.
Yeah, it should be a fun matchup here tonight. And more on these two teams. Let's send out to Olivia Klinsky with more.
Nothing.
And Michigan State in that game had such great control. It seemed like the whole game they were in the attacking zone, just putting a lot of pressure on the Bobcats. It'll be a little bit harder tonight, but still Michigan State number 4 in the country. One of the best to do it. And Kiefer with a couple of those today. We saw it just 3 minutes ago to Bella Najera, and over there, a great tackle to get the ball back.
But Shu Oba standing strong again.
And Beerworth with a perfect pass right to Mackenzie Anthony. Mackenzie Anthony knew she had pressure on her, so she found the open Spartan. Bella Najera coming up the seam right down the middle. She had a great shot, but Shu Oba again with another fantastic save.
It'll be graduates. There'll be a stoppage that was offside on Michigan State.
Yeah, Sargent just left a little bit early before the pass was delivered. That'll be offsides every time. That was risky by Oba, but she found the perfect opportunity to bounce on the ball. She's been doing that all game long, just intercepting these passes from Michigan State.
We're seeing just how.
And that's just outside the box. It's no penalty shot for the Spartans, but still a great opportunity here with the free kick.
And that's Bella Leonard again.
And Mueller still on the ground for the Spartans. Played 3 years at Baylor. She played with her now teammate Mackenzie Anthony. They transferred together. 54 minutes on Sunday, 3rd in the team last year with 14 points. She's such a valuable asset for Michigan State. They just hope that she's okay.
She started along the near sideline.
Give a lot of credit to Parks there. I know all game long she hasn't faced a shot on goal tonight, but she's the one who's calling out the positioning for Michigan State on the defensive end. She's making sure the Rebels don't even have a chance to get a good shot on goal.
And it can be tough mentally on a goal as soon as a jersey gets pulled, the 3rd yellow card of this half.
And the Rebels, whenever Michigan State has a breakaway, they're not messing around. They're not letting Michigan State try to get a good shot. They trust their defense better when Michigan State has a free kick, and they're doing this on purpose. Just grab the jersey, slow down the Spartans, draw that foul, and reset on the defensive end.
Yeah, it looked like the
Michigan State was methodical in the first half, bringing it up, just finding the conservative pass to make. No need to be risky in the middle of the field. Just find your spots and you'll be able to push.
And Michigan State, very good. Be a tough loss for Michigan State to recover from. They do have a lot of depth backing her up.
Tough for her because she's a graduate senior. And for Mueller, we were questioning whether she would come out in the second half. Haven't seen her yet. But still, Matt, you mentioned the depth on this Michigan State team. Emily Matthews replacing her. She's really good as well. Started on Sunday. Michigan State can really put any lineup out there and still be as dangerous.
On a run. Good touch to Anthony. Top of the box. Spins. Fires for the left. Extra chance. Right shot. Scores! Michigan State on the board first. It's 1-0.
And Matt, as you mentioned, right on cue, no scoring opportunities. Michigan State puts it right down the middle, and that's trouble for the Rebels. Michigan State, a couple deflections, found the open shot, and able to put it into the back of the net for their first goal in this game.
And it was number 10, Emily Matthews, right for Matthews to put it home.
And Anthony had it deflected. Hughes right in the perfect spot, found the open Spartan, and Matthews able to put it in the back of the net. The Spartan fans were waiting for that first goal of this contest, and they exploded. 1-0 Michigan State.
3-0-1 on the year, taking home a 1-0 win over the Ole Miss Rebels.
And Michigan State all game long was putting the pressure on the Rebels. Shu Oba doing a fantastic job in net for Ole Miss. Just faced too many shots tonight. And Emily Matthews for the Spartans coming in for the injured Mueller, able to put in the difference in this game.
And we see on the screen.
And some history here for the Spartans, their fans. Another great crowd tonight, Matt, are going home happy. Michigan State getting a 1-0 victory, and really they played a solid game through all phases. Their defense was immaculate. Only one shot on goal for the Rebels. Parks and the Spartans able to get the right schemes on the defensive end to have little pressure, and the Spartans put a lot of pressure on the offensive end. Emily Matthews, as we mentioned, putting in the game-winning goal just around the 50th minute.
Well, that'll do it for us, folks.